coming up on elephant country and mandrills. Now mandrills sometimes are not the easiest to be seen, so it might kind of take a peek through there. These are our very colorful monkeys. You'll think of Rafiki, so these are mandrills. You don't really see any hidden in there, but we do have some elephants on the back side here, so our African elephants, and we've got a little one. Those are actually so that for the elephants, so they actually do swim, and we actually have to teach them how to swim. So they just taught our little one how to swim. Well, and we might see our others, Jabali. They taught him how to swim before coming out here because they didn't know if he were to fall in. So, no, that wasn't the youngest one. That one was probably, might have been our 1-year-old. Is Jabali out with the other group or?
Yes.
Okay.
Should be.
Should be, hopefully. We'll cross our fingers. So this is one of our, like I said before, that we've got the 2 different matriarchs, the 2 different birds. So this is one of them, and then out in the other group we'll see the others. And they did have to learn how to swim because they could fall in, and we needed to teach him to hold his trunk up, but generally the mothers won't let him get anywhere close to it because it's just a ranking. They just won't let him swim yet. So, yeah. And this is our very dangerous bridge, but it looks like it's duct taped together, so it should be all right. Wow. Yay, we made it.
Is that the actual bridge shaking, or is it the truck that's making it happen?
This is North Savannah, where we have some of our zebras, but it doesn't look like it's being
Is that, last time I didn't see it shaking, so I thought maybe the truck was shaking.
Before, where I told you about that bridge that the elephants go over to get to their other yards, so this is an elephant bridge right there that we just went under. And we see our red blankets. We know we're on the right track for our elephants. And here we go. Oh, look at, there's little Jabali. This is a very, very good view of him. Oh, really? Well, I'm so glad we have you then. Thank you.
Go slow.
They're coming up. All right.
Stand up for a picture?
We have to remain seated, but.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So those are elephants. And what's funny is when they're first born, they don't quite know how to use their trunk. So it takes a little while to get used to it. He's still not eating solid foods, but he likes to pretend to. So we might hold those food right in his trunk, shake it around, just like his mother or his older sister. That's a great example for him as well. And so he's actually becoming closer friends with Luna.
Is the middle one then is the sister?
No, it's more of a cousin.
Okay.
Cousin. But
Chucky cousin?
no, they're not related at all. But they are in the same family group for now. So I mean, maybe eventually they could be a breeding pair, but we'll see. As we come up on the left, you're going to see our flamingos, and you might notice that the island looks like something familiar. What I think is pretty cool is that we did have a lesser flamingo, because these are greater flamingos, which are the least pink of all flamingos, and then we had some lesser flamingos, and we had an egg that just wasn't quite, that we needed to have cared for by our greater flamingos. So our greater flamingos went ahead and hatched it out, and you might see our littlest ones, the smallest gray one. I think it's right down there in the, did you see it? So we've got our lesser flamingo, and it's kind of an ugly duckling story. It's the smallest one, but eventually it's going to be the pinkest one. So it's going to be beautiful. And so if you see here, this is our hidden Mickey Island. So it's kind of in the shape of a hidden Mickey. And this is an example of a bulk diet that we would do, so they can use those feeders. And then our local animals, they're just going to go ahead and munch on that food as well, so we feed them all. We are heading into white rhino country, and it looks like we've got, ooh, an ostrich. Didn't make it. Looks like they're crossing over for us. And here we go, we've got a rhino just on the right side of our truck here. If you look, oh, it's going to cross. If you look really closely, you might be able to see some of that hair that's in their horn. Kind of closer to the base there, and you can see where they've covered themselves in mud with that sunscreen to kind of cool down. And that you can see that white mouth where they're just
Battery
razors.
just died.
Oh no!
Okay, you got it?
And originally they thought that our rhinos didn't have that great of eyesight, but studies are showing that they it's just not as acute as their other senses. So it's not that they're almost blind, it's just that their other senses are more strong. Wow. Oh, and we got another one on our right side there. Very close to us. This is really cool. We've got our family group out here. Sometimes this mud pool or wallow is shaped like a hit Mickey as well. We are coming up to our copy where our lions like to rest. And what's interesting about our lions is that they didn't want to be on show. Oh, and this is a really, really good view of them. It was really hot right up there, so they would spend a lot of their time down here in the valley. In the shade, it was a lot cooler. So what they did was they put different enrichment or different ways to keep that animal out there. They put in, they called it a bunny sickle. So they took a frozen bunny and he would kind of lick on it all day. Except that he found that he could take that bunny right down there into the valley. So they went ahead and put that bunny sickle onto a chain, and they were able to then keep him right there so that he was more in the view. So. And they even have a fan up there for him, and in the winter, it's heated, so we can keep him there as well. Kind of looking over the savanna for us. Coming around the corner here, we're going to see our warthogs, and they are the largest burrowing mammal. They use those tusks right there to dig out those holes, and then actually go in backwards so they can protect themselves in their home. So we'll see right up over there our warthog, and there's even one sleeping right down there. Yep, so they're showing a good example of what they can do. And those are actually, their tusks are modified teeth.